bring up that champion. And this is kind of where the meta's gone. It used to be the solo laners want to get counter-picked. Now you want to try and get yourself a decent blind into what is turned into your support getting that last pick.
LNG, I think this is a pretty risky draft. They obviously want to be able to play on side lanes. That is one of Scout's premier strengths, is his ability to actually stay on side and then collapse.
Yeah, that feels bad, man. Zika should have gotten the solo kill there, but flash on that top side. 2 dragons now for LNG, and we're going on to it.
He's in the opposite side here and should be getting zoned out by Zika.
Yeah, I mean, he has to flash there immediately. Now I don't think TT want to go for this fight at all. The Rift Herald is secure.
Yow,
There's going to
yow.
be Magnet Storm. Yow getting a bit impatient in first blood at 16.5 minutes. And that's going to see the Gala getting reset as well. Now they have the Nature's Grass and Zik on a little bit of flank as well. TT, you didn't have to fight this, but they were getting impatient. They were getting bored. And unfortunately for them, boredom... Devil loves idle hands, and unfortunately got a flash. The wave is crashing in. Tarzan is taking a lot of damage, but not as much damage as that. Oh my god! Did you see how Tarzan baited out that ultimate? So well played. 4-0. TT are now down 6,500 gold.
ThunderTalk now, they're contesting for this 3rd dragon here, and really no one from the side of LNG is here. They're putting a lot of emphasis on both of the solo laners, just demolishing the top side of the map.
Base at 18.5 minutes, and in terms of macro play, this is a genius. This is a masterclass coming out here from LNG. 2 towers on top, possibly 2 towers in mid. Beishuan hasn't taken the dragon yet. You're trying to get as much as you can right now. Beishuan's still ticking away at this one here. It's taking forever. Yukal will take this bottom lane turret, but look at mid lane. You're losing another tower.
Guys?
You're losing everything here. 2 inhibitor towers. But it was a lot. Tarzan is probably going to die here, as he's a very squishy boy, and eventually will fall down. Nice little pickup here from TT, but again, you had to throw in 5 members. Flip it.
We have to. You have to. When you're this far behind, you have to make plays like this. You have to make desperation
they're fish in a
plays
barrel, though.
And call
they're fish
them
in a barrel. It's going to be tough. There's getting so much damage down. Yeah, so low. They get the barrel.
God.
Look at them all. They're all dead, Ulk. Everyone dies so quickly. LNG said, cool, take the Baron. We don't care. We'll take your lives.
Reset. The Baron went over to the side of TT, but it's just all gone by this point. They'll take their Hex Rift gates out. Okay, well.
Incredible. But, I mean, how do you do this right now? You throw out the ultimate from Beishuan and try to burn down Hong, but he flashes away. There's the Nature's Grasp, and they're going to be able to burn down. They didn't even need the rocket. That's how much damage Scout does on this pick. They will eventually kill off the Nautilus, but it's all too little too late. I mean, you've lost basically your front line. Your base is in tatters. This game is over. LNG not right now, but they'll be doing it soon.
Very, very fast. I'm really glad that we're seeing this from LNG.
Tarzan's dead.
There you go. Okay, gets one. Teleport's coming in. Need to be careful. They don't have a lot of tanks here. It's just...
small setup here as they look to just solidify this win.
This game feels...
He's found himself a little bit of a corridor where nobody knows where he is, so now he has to reveal himself. Hong kind of realizing he's in a bad spot. Scout taking a 1v1 versus Hoya. 1xN caught around the side of the pit, so he has to back himself away, and yeah, you can just back away off the pit. You can keep going in towards that Baron. You don't really have to care, because you've got...
The user turrets come out, but it just feels, like we said, a little too late here for the side of ThunderTalk. They'll be able to grab these last couple minions, take whatever damage, and we're talking about ThunderTalk even finding kills. It's just going to be so difficult. You noted the 3 stopwatches. You already have to get through 1 HP part. Now you have to make it through another stopwatch. They still have summoner spells. LNG, let's see how you close this one out.
I imagine they'll be able to close it out pretty cleanly. Hoya does use his stopwatch as an accelerated shot blast hits on the 1xN. Yeah, they can teleport back into this one with a full plate of mana. They aren't going to be able to confirm the tower just yet. They're cutting it very low, and eventually it will fall down. Now you have nothing. No inhibitors, no turrets, no lives, and no hellfires. Yukal looking to try and jump on a Tarzan, but a flash away means that he's not going to be able to confirm that kill. A hook onto Hoya means he immediately has to get himself up into Dominus Stasis. Scout misses his accelerated shot blast, but it doesn't matter. Nobody cares at this point now unless the 1xN can really pop off. It's just the carries of TT looking to try and make this one happen, but they just can't finish off the kills. Zika is just bunking onto the and then Nexus. And that is going to be game number 1 for LNG textbook, if you will.
It's what we wanted to see, and again, the expected outcome. The magic around TT yes, they still have the rest of this series. It is a best of 3 for them to be able to do it.
You know, kind of like being AoE team fight. You've got plenty of Venn diagrams of death to come out here now for TT to try and make things going, and went all the way to the end of the draft, but I do not see a world where you do not pick this champion right now. Zika should be picking this one up, locked and loaded, and LNG, they're going to be fighting fire with fire. They're looking to try and go contest the TT now for Beishuan as he looks to try and maybe make something happen. Bot side, Hong is going to be able to try and CC down. They may be able to turn this one right back around. They need to be very careful.
Here.
And there's going to be Tarzan coming in on top of this one here. Yao Yao tries to get away, but he gets bonked down. And TT, it was going so well. They even TP'd Yukal.
Something after this dragon is taken.
Well, maybe they look for something now. There's going to be a Hex Flash there on top of Hong, and he should get CC down. No, never mind.
No.
He's a Rel, so he's going to be fine. A flash away, but the Tibbers comes down. You get yourself the dragon, but you give over another kill. More gold going over.
I will show you tonight.
It's all part of the ins and outs of the LPL. Second dragon does go to TT, so nicely done there. Every action you do, and it's the reaction going to be Scout gets this turret on bot side for free.
TT wish that was true.
You don't get to defend this turret right before this dragon. This is just LNG going back to the macro masterclass.
They get 2 turrets now for themselves. 2,500 gold, and we are obviously expecting for LNG to be able to win this with how dominant they have been in the series so far, even if it is only about a game.
He needed his upgraded smite, now up to 1,200. No real kind of 50-50 to be, or a disadvantage in the 50-50, I should say. Yukal tending to be his jungler for the moment. Tarzan maybe looking for the fight, though. Yeah, they're looking for it. They're going to try and maybe burst on the Hong, but there's the Magnet Storm right in. They will burn down the Rel. The Pop Blossom onto 2.
Okay.
They've got the Samira to do the damage, and finally TT get themselves an opportunity.
All right, well, Tarzan, either you're going to come out of Fog of War versus us, or you're just not here for this fight. They get a 3rd dragon, and TT, not only do they... And if Beishuan's able to get that Death Dance like he's building towards, very real that we see this champion.
It's actually in the bot lane, but TT kind of picking up the pace a little bit. I like this from TT. Finally getting themselves some momentum in that mid lane and taking down that tier 1. On that trigger, really didn't need to go for that full kind of fight. Now they're going to jump in onto Hoya, try and burst him down. He does have a flash, but can he get away? That is the question. I don't even think he wants to. He knows he's dead to rights. They're going to give over that soul. Dragon is done, but then they can turn for Baron. You don't have Hoya, but he will be up in 40 seconds.
Necessarily knows that they're doing this. Now they'll be seen.
Yeah, gonna jump onto Yao Yao, maybe try and burst him out, drag him back into the fray. He will get his ult off before he dies, but again, you're still building up time. Hoya will get it back into this fight.
And is 3 and 4 on the pick right now. Hoya potentially getting caught out. Everybody from LNG, they want to make this play.
Yeah, I mean, they got to go for the Cyclone, get the Starks out of him as well. So this is huge here for LNG. They're getting the stopwatch to bite. I don't know why you do that there.
Yeah.
No one's there and no one's forcing Baron. That's just such a...
Yukal, look at what his vision is. Will finally potentially get spotted out, and there's a Trin... Oh my god,
yeah,
wait a minute.
There's dead. We've seen this one before. It's pick into pick, but now you've got all 5 members healthy here for TT. Basin, Yukal looking to be a nuisance. They know that he is the Nico, and the Baron has gone down. Can they get the fight after? A Beishuan has to flash away as LNG are feeling the momentum
of this game and get locked out, end their season early here. With how close this was, you have to imagine that every single death on either side feels like...
Oh, this desperation!
The Elder Dragon is an impartial judge. Oh my god.
Here we go, the impartial judge, but they're going to be able to get the damage. The Pop Blossom is going to be good enough. No, I'm not quite sure. It's a 2-for-2 trade for the moment. You can see Gala and Scout still doing very well. Flash away by Gala.
Wait a minute!
Finally goes down as 1xN goes in. A TP in. It's the Cassante and the Annie versus the world. Hoya has to keep his team alive. Hoya and Yukal trying to see if they can deal with this Cassante. And flash forward onto 1xN. As Scout maybe has one more Q. He has the Inferno trigger. And then finally getting it done. They're looking for a little bit more, and all out onto Yukal, and he gets shut down. Zika keeping LNG alive on this Cassante. And so is the Nico.
There it is.
This is it. 8,000 health on the Elder. This is your season. This is your moment, TT. You have to win this flip, or you're going home until 2024. Here we go, the Pop Blossom.
Oh, you
is massive! Can they confirm the kills? Yes, they can! And TT will not be dying just yet. They want a Game 3, and they want playoffs.
We're going to Game 3. They're going to try to end through the bottom side of the map.
Oh, what a fight there. Tarzan might be able to kill Yao Yao. Flashed there by the Nautilus, but they've got enough minions. They've got enough damage. TT, by the skin of their teeth, by the fingertips, the nails, constantly holding on, will keep their playoffs alive. But my God, you can see the stress on them there. They know it was a struggle to get even just the one win.
We said it. We had it at the beginning of
shorter range AD carry like the Zaya. This is a perfect combination here for LNG to try and just put in pressure on the likes of UCal. But if you get the Ezreal here for 1xN, try and just keep them at arm's length and use those Sand Soldiers and Mystic shots to make sure that LNG never get the opportunity.
They have so much frontline on the side of ThunderTalk. Renekton
Much in a position to try and deny it there, but now Scout is a minion, and maybe he wants to try and bump on the base Schwan here. They are going to try and burn him down. No Tangle Barb to land, but they've got the damage, and First Blood goes back over to Scout. Immediately traded back to UCal, who wants to maybe go for this one. Be a flash knockoff available. Flash.
Some massive misplay, or TT able to avoid the skill shots like we saw, just being able to get out of dodge.
But he used them in that last passage of play. Beishuan looking for a little bit of a movement here to try and maybe secure some vision around this Rift Tail. But now Scout's gonna flash in. They're gonna dive everybody in and get the kill onto UCal. Immediately Tarzan jumps straight back in on top of everybody. Looking to try and make something work here around this Dragon Pit. This could be a huge 5v5 here, and TT need everything for it. They're going to see the Pop Blossom, and it's going to land. Scout trying to get on top of him. They're going to see UCal flashing away, but they finally get on top with the Nocturne. He dives onto the backside. Scout shall survive. Beishuan flashes, but he's in enemy territory. He won't be leaving here. He won't be coming home unless it's in a body bag, and that's going to be TT again. Falling to the wayside. Gala picks up his first kill of the game, and this
before the ultimate is able to go off. Good punishment coming out from LNG. It grabs them the second Drake, but feels like
happening. The funny thing is normally you kind of overload the Rift Trail side of the map, and you know the enemy team's able to throw someone.
Currently on TS, you have Gala, someone that they're actually playing against right now, and Allah. So it's been a while. There's been so many of those ultimates.
Shirley gets herself a nice little move. Scout kind of committing to the bit right now, and that's exactly why, because they can get the knock up, they get the second charge, and they get themselves a kill. That is why Scout was able to make so much work here. This could be a second turret. We are going to see them look to try and jump onto Scout. Gala keeping Hoya away. Beishuan dies. TP in from Zika to confirm the tower. And I mean, UCal didn't even think about joining.
1xN, please!
Yeah, you just need something to come out of it. There's the Chem Soul, confirmed by LNG. 6,000 HP now onto this Baron. You have to flip this. This is your season, TT.
Scout.
You have to get this one going for yourself as they try to make this one work. No! Stolen!
No.
Denied! Baron goes over to LNG, and now the fight can really ensue. The Pop Blossom lands onto the backside. Yes, you get the Recon, but the rest of you shall die. Your season dies with it, TT, as LNG will solidify your place into no postseason. You will not be making it into top 10.
Goodbye to ThunderTalk. We see our final seed for the playoffs. And actually in a similar time to game 1. LNG, they're going to take game 3. They're going to close out this series like you were saying. And it's a heartbreak, a magical steal there for Tarzan to immediately clap back at ThunderTalk. Scout with an amazing Pop Blossom. And this is it. This is the last time we're going to see ThunderTalk, at least for now. They will go up against JDG, but that one also feels like a final dunk on the end of their season. LNG, they want to make top 4. They want to solidify their spot as well and contest top esports.
I mean, look, it was valiant, it was brave, it was almost everything that we wanted and more. But right back on their fountain, they shall watch their Nexus fall, and TT fall with it. That is LNG 2-1 on the series. TT are out of playoff contention.
You know what that means? Congratulations, Ninjas of Pajamas. Welcome as the 10th seed coming in to the playoffs. It comes off
man,
of
I don't know if I wanted to start a party right now.